I'd like to do a series of recordings on a proposal that I'm making, which I'm calling infrastructure without debt. That's quite a mouthful right there. And what I'd like to do is do a whole series of recordings in order to walk you through a logic structure, putting together a number of factors that are not normally combined. And these are, number one, infrastructure. That's easy, I think we all got that. And I want to do some explanation on where are we at. And this will be US-centric, although the ramifications will be global, but it really will, the numbers, etc., that I'll be using are American. Number two, I look at combine the monetary system. What does this have to do with how we structure our money and where it comes from? Number three, I want to deal with inflation. And these are all together as a single topic with four different aspects. So number three is inflation, the current state of where we are at in our economy and the implications that has for infrastructure funding. And number four, the current state of the Fed's balance sheet, or you can say the future state of the balance sheet of the European Central Bank, the ECB. But again, this will be more American. So it's those four factors. Let me go through them again. Number one, infrastructure. Number two, our monetary system. Number three, the rate of inflation. And number four, the current Fed's balance sheet. How do these things tie in? Why do they tie in together? That's going to be the purpose of this. I want to look at each one of those separately, but keep on drawing this thinking together. The problem is that currently the only way we can fund things is through the creation of debt by the federal government or by the states, because they're allowed to issue municipal bonds, tax-free muni bonds, or munis as they tend to be called, by the issuance of debt which solves the infrastructure issues, or can potentially increase our GDP, make us more efficient, and hopefully also our lives more effective. But in the process, we increase debt and create a future liability for our children and grandchildren. And the reason our infrastructure is in such terrible condition, and I'm going to spend some time on that to show exactly where we're at, is that there's an unwillingness, obviously, to keep on increasing the level of indebtedness that we have as a society, in spite of the fact that good things could be accomplished if we were to spend that money on infrastructure. For instance, in the recent State of the Union, President Obama mentioned the word infrastructure 5 times because he recognizes this is a national problem that we have to deal with. That's what I want to deal with here. This is just an introduction. I hope you come back for the next videos where I walk through point by point as to what this is really all about. Thank you ever so much.